The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. It's a big one. Game 3 between the Gwinnett Stripers and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Josh Tomlin will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Josh Tomlin, not an overpowering guy, 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, straight changeup. He's 89 to 93 miles an hour. More of a controlled type pitcher. He needs the curve and he needs the changeup to set up that fastball.
Leading off for Gwinnett.
Leading off the inning, Miles Cooper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Number 20 waits on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Coming to the plate now, number 20. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
Number 20.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Now at the plate, Rocky McWilliams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pops this one up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Here's a pop-up now. Malone. He's under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Digging in, Dustin Peterson. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. Into the box, Miles Cooper. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Cooper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A curveball that catches the inside corner. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Up with it, Perez. He makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
At the plate, Miles Cooper 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Miles Cooper.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. 3 runs already home here. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Velasquez will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1. Now at the plate, Miles Cooper. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Cooper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike. There's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Goslin over at second. Santana at first. 2 out in the inning. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Pitch popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Now batting, number
So
20.
striding forward now, number 20, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Popped him up. Gonzalez waits on it. And that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Stripers on top, 11-3. So here's the cleanup hitter, Miles Cooper.
Third baseman, Miles Cooper.
First pitch of the at-bat. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Gwinnett leads it 11-4.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
(13-4) the way this one ends. The Stripers have taken a 2-1 series lead. Mike Soroka gets the W on the mound. Josh Tomlin was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show, and for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.